Right, welcome back to another Tabletop Baseball Manager video. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer of Tabletop Baseball Manager. And in this game, we're going to be replaying Game 6 of the 75 World Series between the Reds and the Red Sox. We have our lineup set. These are the as-played lineups. Many people are familiar with this game, so I'm not going to really go through the lineups or anything. We'll just get right into playing. Got our setup with our roll cards here, situation cards. We have our game board, ground balls and fly balls, and we have the score sheet set up here. The dice roller is here on the computer. So we start at the top of the first inning, and it's going to be the Reds at bat. So nobody on, 2 outs, and the batter is Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan was an A hitter that year, and the roll is a 10. The 10 is going to be a ground ball. For an A player, that's a single down the third baseline. So Morgan gets on with 2 outs. We're going to go ahead and try to steal with Joe Morgan. See if we can get him into scoring position. So we have our steal card here. Excuse me. We have our steal card here. And we're going to roll again. It's a 4, so the runner is out. Morgan is thrown out trying to steal. Fisk gets him. And that will end the inning as Morgan gets on. But he has a caught stealing. So they get a runner on base. Can't do anything with it. Now the Red Sox come up. Nobody out, nobody on. And it's the first batter of the game. It's Cooper, the first baseman. So that's a 6. Cooper is a C. And it's going to be another ground ball. For a C, that's a grounder to second base, so 4-3 on the putout. And it's 2 outs in the inning. Next player is Doyle, the second baseman. 6, that's another ground ball. And that one is a grounder to third base, which will end the inning. So after 1, score is tied 0-0. It's Game 6 of the 75 World Series. The Reds come up in the top of the second they get a leadoff double from Johnny Minch and brings up Perez. Perez was a C batter that season. 7 is going to be a fly ball. And that's going to be a triple down the right field line. And that's going to score a player from second, puts a player at third. So an RBI triple by Tony Perez. Brings up Foster. Foster playing left field in this game. He is a B. Had a good year that year, George Foster. And it's a 4. It's a fly ball. For a B, that's a double. 1 hops off the right center field wall. So back-to-back base hits by the Reds gives them a 2-0 lead. Dave Concepcion comes to the bat. He's a D player, and that's an 8. 8 is going to be a strikeout. That'll be the first out of the inning. He should be on second. So man on second, 1 out. Geronimo comes to the plate, playing center field. He's a D. That's going to be a fly ball. For D, that's a fly out to right field. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Gary Nolan, the pitcher. He's going to be an E over here. So a 10, it will be a ground ball. And we've been playing off the D. I don't have any E's. Excuse me, I don't have any E's on there. So ground ball to the pitcher. Pitcher goes 1-3. It's Louis Tiant. Goes 1-3 on the put out. But the Reds do get 2 runs that inning. Off of a double by Bench, a triple by Perez, and a double by Foster. So bang, bang, bang. And the big red machine is running. So we go to the bottom of the second inning. Reds up 2-0. Red Sox have a man at second base with 2 outs. And it'll be Petrocelli up to bat. So that's a 5. Petrocelli's a D. That's me a ground ball. And it's a grounder to first base. And that will end the inning. 3-1 put out. And the Red Sox can't bring them home. They're down 2-0 going into the top of the third. Reds get a runner on first with 1 out. So Rose gets on first. Morgan now back to the bat. He again is an A batter for that season. A 12 is going to be a fly ball. And that's going to be a double down in the left field corner. So Morgan so far with a double and a single. So that's going to put Rose at third, Morgan at second, and Johnny Bench comes to bat. He was a B hitter that year, and a 3 is the roll, and that's going to be a home run for Johnny Bench. So the Red Sox come out with their hitting shoes on. So that's going to be a 3-run home run by Johnny Bench, still only 1 out in the inning. And Perez comes up. He's a C batter. That's a 10, so it's going to be a walk. So Gary Nolan really struggling here in the top of the third. I'm sorry. 12 to Foster is going to be a fly ball. And that's a fly ball to left center field. So we'll call that the left fielder. So now the runner's going to hold. Next batter, Dave Concepcion. He's a D. That's a 6, so that's another fly ball. And that also is a fly out to left center field. We'll call that the center fielder this time. So that's the third out in the inning. But not before the Reds strike for 3 on the Johnny Bench home run. So you get a double from Morgan, followed by a 3-run homer from Johnny Bench. All right, let's see what the Red Sox have. They get bases loaded and 1 out. The Reds are going to play double play depth on the infield here. So we go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Doyle up to bat. He's a C. 7 is a fly ball. So that's going to be a fly out, a sliding catch by the right fielder. We go F9 on the put out. We're going to tag up at third base. Here's our tag up rules, so we'll roll again. It is a 5, and that means that the lead runner is out. There's no advance. So the fly out was out number 2. The tag up and throw out was out number 3. So that gets the double play, gets the Reds out of the inning. having given up no runs. Bases loaded and 1 out. Okay. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. Here's the Reds. Reds have bases loaded now with 2 outs. And the batter is Geronimo. Geronimo is a C. And that's going to be a walk, so bases loaded walk. For the Reds, they get an RBI. And Gary Nolan is the batter. That's an 11. On an E is going to be a strikeout. That strikeout ends the inning, but the Reds do get another run on the RBI bases loaded walk. So it's now 6-0 Reds going into the bottom of the 4th inning. Red Sox come up, nobody on and 1 out, and Carlton Fisk at the plate. Fisk is a C, and that's an 8, and that's going to be a strikeout for the catcher. It's out number 2 in the inning, and that brings up Freddie Lynn. A 6 to Lynn. He was an A player. Remember that amazing year that he had. Lynn takes a walk, so that's going to put a runner at first with 2 outs. And Petrocelli back to bat. Petrocelli's a D, and a 6 for a D is going to be a fly ball. And that's going to be a fly out to left field, just a little can of corn. And that ends the inning for the Red Sox, who have been blanked so far by the Reds. And top of the 5th inning now. Reds up 6-0. They have the bases loaded again. Reds, the Big Red Machine, are relentless here today. So nobody out. We got to do something. We got to play the infield in. Okay, here's our infield in card. So if there's a ground ball to an infielder, then we're going to re-roll. And we have some plays here. It's obviously a contact play, so when the ball is hit, the runner has to be going. So let's see what happens. The batter is Johnny Bench. Bench has already homered once in this game. Bench is a B player. That's a 3. He homers again. Wow. Just a monster game for Johnny Bench. So that is a grand slam. Doesn't matter that the infield is in. He hits it over everybody. So still nobody out and nobody on now. Reds are up 7-9, 10-0 on the Johnny Bench grand slam. It's turning into a bit of a laugher. It's Perez. Perez is a C, and that's going to be an 8. So that's a strikeout of Perez. That's first out of the inning. And next batter up is Foster. That's a 7 to Foster, who is a B. 7 will be a fly ball. And it's going to be a fly ball to right center field. So we'll call that the right fielder. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Next is Dave Concepcion. He is a D, and 11 to a D is going to be a strikeout. So Nolan does settle down after the home run to Johnny Bench. And after the 4 spot, it's going to be 7, 8, 10-0 Reds over the Red Sox going into the bottom of the 5th. Let's see. The Red Sox just can't seem to get anything going. So we have 1, 2. So Burleson, the shortstop. He is a D player, and a 3 is going to be a fly ball. And that's a double off the left field wall. So Burleson doubles with one out in the bottom of the fifth, and it's going to bring up the pitcher spot. Let's go ahead and remove the pitcher for a pinch hitter. Okay, bring in Bernie Carbo. He is the biggest bullet on the bench. Manager's going to try to get something jump started here in the fifth inning, try to get the team back in the game. Carbo is a B player for the season. His batting runs was over 20. So here is the pitch to Carbo. 9 is going to be a strikeout. So definitely not the result we're hoping for. But it's 2 outs in the inning. Runner second base. Back to the top of the order with Cecil Cooper. And that's a 9. Cooper's a C. And that's going to be a fly ball. And it's a fly out to right field. That will end the inning. No runs. 1 runner left on. And the game is still 10-0 Cincinnati over the Red Sox. There is a runner at third with 2 outs. And the batter will be Pete Rose. Rose that season was an A player, and it doesn't matter, he strikes out. And that will end the top of the 6th inning with no runs scored. We set up the bottom of the 6th. Red Sox have something going here. Top of the order up with Carlton Fisk, so the heart of the order, I guess. And it's two runners on. So Doyle and Yastrzemski both got on base. And Fisk is up with nobody out. We're going to play the infield at double play depth. Just in case we get that ground ball. No need to do anything special in the outfield, I don't think. About 10 runs. Here's 6. Fisk is a C. 6 is going to be a ground ball. And it's a 2-hopper to short. So on a ground ball to second or short, we have to re-roll. It's an 8. A 3 through a 10 is a double play. So we're going to go 6. 6-4-3 on the double play. Runner advances to third. 2 outs now in the inning. And that's why you play that double play card. Just because if anything is hit up the middle, there's a really good chance for a double play. Okay, Freddie Lynn playing center field. He is up. He is an A. 10 is going to be a ground ball. And that's a little tapper to the catcher. So you go 2-3 on the putout. And that ends the inning for the Red Sox, who do not score. They've been held scoreless so far by the Reds. Excuse me. And we go back to the heart of the order for the Reds in the top of the 7th inning. Runner on third, 1 out. It's made Johnny Bench back to the plate. He's got 2 home runs and 7 RBI. That's an 8 for Bench, and an 8 is going to be a strikeout. So they get him this time. 2 outs in the inning, still runner at third base, and Tony Perez at the bat. Perez is a C, and 5 is a K. So back-to-back strikeouts from the Red Sox. Gets them out of a little bit of a jam there. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Still 10-0 Reds over the Red Sox. We have 2 outs and nobody on. And that's going to bring up Rick Burleson. A 2 to Burleson is going to be a fly ball. And for a D, that's a fly out, the center fielder. Who is that? Geronimo. He comes in and make a dive and catch to end the inning. So no runs for the Red Sox. And go to the top of the 8th inning. The Reds come up. Nobody on, nobody out. So George Foster at the plate. Foster with a 5. He's a B. 5 is going to be a walk. He's got a double on the day so far. Double and a walk now. Dave Concepcion up to the plate. He's a D, and that's a 6. So it's going to be a fly ball. Fly ball to a D. He has a running play by the left fielder. So he flies out to left. No runner advancement. Geronimo comes to the plate. He is a D player as well, and a 7 is a fly ball. That's going to be a fly out to right center field. No advancement again. And let's get a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Nolan. Okay, so the pinch hitter coming in is going to be, I believe it's Dreesen for the Reds, and he'll be hitting for Gary Nolan, who went 7 innings. I'm going to call it Dreesen. He is a C, and that's a 7. It's going to be a fly ball. Again, 2 outs in the inning, and that's a ground rule double. Pinch hit double to right field. So 1-2 plus an extra base. RBI double. Pinch hit double from Dreesen. Brings us back to the top of the order with Pete Rose. And Rose up with the runner in scoring position. 3 is going to be a ground ball to an A player. And that's going to be a single. Hit past the shortstop. And with 2 outs, get an extra base, so it's going to be another RBI. First RBI of the game for Pete Rose. Another run for the Reds, and it's now 12-0. Ken Griffey is up to the plate. He is a C, and a 5 is going to be a K. So the Reds tack on 2 more. 12-0 now over the Red Sox. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Red Sox get 2 men on with 2 out. And yeah, it's going to be back to Carlton Fisk, who's a C player. And 11 is a ground ball. So let's see what we got here. For a C, that's going to be a single for Carlton Fisk past the shortstop. And with 2 outs, this runner is going to score. This runner is going to third. So, RBI single gets the Red Sox on the board in the bottom of the 8th inning. Next up is Fred Lynn. A 2 for Freddie Lynn is going to be a fly ball. And that's a double to the left field corner. So 1 run scores, 2 runs score, so a 2 RBI double for Fred Lynn, 3 runs in the inning. Makes the score now 12-3. And Red Sox showing a little bit of life here. Petrocelli is a D, and that's going to be a fly ball. And he hits it hard, but he hits it to the warning track. Would have been a 2-run homer. We'll call that a fly out to center field. So that ends the bottom of the 8th inning, but the Red Sox do get on the board with 3. And the score is now 12-6. 7, 12-3. Reds over the Red Sox. And the Reds come up with one more at bat in the top of the 9th inning. Runners on the corners with one out. Play the infield at double play depth here. And I think that's all we'll do for now. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be George Foster coming up. So no need for pinch hitter or anything special. He's a B player. It's going to be a 10. That's a fly ball. And for a B, that's going to be a blooper. A little single down the left field line. That's going to score this run. And it's going to put runners at first and second with one out. So Foster with the RBI single. He has 2 RBIs on the day. Brings up Dave Concepcion. Concepcion is a D, and a 3 for him is going to be a fly ball. And he hits it hard and deep to center field, but it's caught at the warning track by Freddie Lynn, and that's going to be a fly out to 8, and we're going to tag up from second to third. Brings up Geronimo to the plate. 2 outs now, so no need for the double play. So the point of the game is to sort of be thinking situation to situation. So as the game turns, as the game changes, as each play happens, you're rethinking, do I need to be doing something special at this moment? And so for every play, every time something happens, the game changes. So you just have to sort of be thinking along those lines. I know it's easy to get into sort of like the monotony of the roll. But this game sort of hopefully forces you to slow down and really look at the situation at hand. So we have Geronimo up, 2 outs, runners on the corners. And he is a D player. So a D hitter with an 8. That's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. And one more opportunity. The Reds do get 1 run there. So it's 13-3. One more opportunity for the Red Sox. They get a runner on first. Nobody out. And Rick Burleson to the plate. Burleson is a D, so it's going to be an 8, and it's a strikeout. That's 1 out in the inning. Might as well play infield at double play depth because you never know. I'm going to get another pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Okay, the pinch hitter is Benitez. So Juan Benitez will come up and pinch hit here in the bottom of the 9th inning. He is a C batter. And for a 3 for a C batter is a ground ball. That's going to be a sharp grounder to the shortstop. So we got our defenses at double play depth. We roll again. It's a 6. 3 to a 10 is a double play. And that's going to be a 6-4, 3. And that will end the ball game. So 1 out, 2 outs. So the Reds pound the Red Sox in this one to go on to win the World Series, Game 6. So 6, 7, 8, 11, 13, 13-3. Huge game by Johnny Bench with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Big game also by George Foster, who had 2 RBI. And yeah, that accounted for the majority of the runs, 9 of the 13 runs. So not a great start by Louis Tiant. Really good start by Nolan. And the Reds bring home the 1975 World Series in this one. All right, well, this is what is this called? It's called Tabletop Baseball Manager. I haven't said it enough that it rolls off the tongue. But hopefully you're enjoying these replays. This again is sort of a demo. I'll get the demo out soon. And I'm just making sure as I play it a little bit, not only just generating a little excitement or interest, but also working out any kinks that might be happening in the game. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. If you want to subscribe, click the subscribe button, and if you click the little bell, you'll get notified in your inbox anytime a new video is posted. Don't know that I'll be doing these every day, but right now, that's kind of where we are. So, yeah, sounds great. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.